And I'm really lucky to just be in this room with this going on. I don't like it. I feel
Uncomfortable?
angst.
Oh, really? So I don't. I just
I feel like I'm really upset.
when I hear the voices that freak me out.
I'm really upset about it.
The high where it mentioned
I don't
it
like
said
it.
high,
Yeah.
that's where I was like, okay, there's definitely something here because it came out of thin air. There was a clear, evident high. But it was an uplifting spirit.
It's making him angry right now. He's feeling.
We've had so much problems since we've been here. It's really been, and I haven't believed in the whole house thing.
No, I guess I'm all right.
Yeah, I haven't believed in the
That
whole
was
house
weird.
thing so much.
What?
Did you see that? Because he was completely, and then all of a sudden he just, like, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Angry. Just anger.
There might be an
Just like
angry, vengeful spirit
Like I
here.
put my fist through walls, and these are like
Then
latham plaster walls. It
Yeah.
would take like a martial arts to do it, but sometimes I just
So,
feel
ready to
so...
record?
I'm recording now.
Oh, okay. My name is
So-
John with Presence of the Unknown. I'm the spirit communicator and ITC researcher in the group. So what that basically means is I can communicate with the spirits, and I'm here to interview the homeowners of this location. Supposedly weird occurrences have happened here, unexplained circumstances,
Well, good.
dark energies,
Wow, did you see that?
something just completely moved my EMF reader to all the way to red.
I didn't see that.
Right next
The
to my
the
house.
bowls went away. I didn't see it. Sorry.
Yeah. That was-
I don't know what just moved that, but
Oh,
it was,
all when you said dark energy.
yeah, there was a dark energy that was that is making
I've
these
always
people
known.
argue stuff that they can't understand. To my knowledge, they didn't have these problems until they moved here, and I would like to speak with them and get their firsthand account and see what their abilities and see what their
Well,
see what they think and what their story is about this place. If you want to.
Okay. Well, I'm Coral, and yeah. So when we got here, I don't think that I heard that the house was haunted. I heard that it was uninhabitable and that many bad things had happened here, and the owners had considered having it torn down. So then we didn't have a place to hook up our trailer, which we were promised before we came, and so we were told we could use the bathroom and stuff in the house. So the first time I came in here to use the bathroom, it was dark, and I was scared to death, just like walking through here. And I felt distinctly that there were two spirits that I felt, and then I thought I'll never go back in there in the dark again, never alone for sure. And then I talked to some people who told me about the stories about how this place was haunted, and that's why nobody would come in here and all this stuff, and how many people died and all this crap. So then, so I had that knowledge, but then we started spending more time in here and doing more things in here, and so I got used to it and just didn't worry about it. So anyway, but there's been mainly this area where I always seem to feel like something's walking past or catching my eye, or just I would walk through there at the beginning and be like, don't touch me, just don't touch me, and go through it. And then we'd never go in that room, the room with no windows. And then, I don't know, the first time, one night we got in a fight, and I decided that I was going to go in there and sleep. So I just went in there, and I locked the door, and I had my blanket and my pillows, and I didn't feel that there was any bad entities. And he just flipped out that I was in there. And it didn't seem like he should be, because it was like, I'm safe, I'm in a room, like right there, just leave me alone.
So.
And yeah, he broke the door down. It was like a sledgehammer.
2 hits. 1, 2,
I was
boom.
inside. I was like, oh my
And
god!
then I didn't
can't believe
smell.
it. It took a lot.
And then I didn't smell
we had kept that door
the
closed.
same thing on the first floor anymore.
Now, have you ever smelled like almost like rotting?
Yes. That's what it smelled like in here.
Yes.
And that room was
And
always closed.
I always ask myself,
As soon as
it's
we
like,
let it out,
it's not me,
was
but
like it started
it's like
to
a
dissipate.
rotting...
And it smells
like a
kind of like
foul.
rotten
It
fruit
smells like
or
rotting.
vegetables.
It smells like stuff rotting.
Okay, like or like rotting meat.
Just a mildew rotting smell.
And then
the
have
whole
you
house has smelled like that.
have you ever
Until
heard
we opened
random
it up.
knocking at night?
I've never heard it.
Yes, I
sleep
have.
like a log.
You have?
I
Yes, I
sleep
have.
like I sleep like the dead.
Does the knocking come in a pattern?
I heard it in the basement. I heard several knocks.
I just want to be here with my family and
Be
survive.
comfortable in your home.
Exactly.
Understandable.
I don't
We're
know
not gonna
what
be
to
here that
do.
much longer,
Sometimes,
Jeff.
sometimes I want to just put my hand through a wall, and sometimes I just want to covet what I have, and I don't know what to do at this point. So I called y'all, and
Do you feel like you're under assault in your own home? From
I have
something unexplained?
never been pinned down, but I have in the past.
Mhm.
I have felt that in the past, like I was just like paralyzed.
But not here.
I couldn't, no, not here.
Not here.
So do you think this might have followed you by chance from where you were living
Oh
prior?
no.
I would be so pissed off to think about that.
You're wrong in the church.
That would fucking piss me off.
No, there's no way.
That would piss me off to the, like,
No,
the point
this
of no
all this stuff
return.
was here, and,
Because
and
that would just
everybody-
like make it personal.
Everybody just told us about it and said that people who've lived here.
No, I've never felt that here, but if I thought that something like from 20 years in my past could follow me, that would really just piss me off.
Well, has anybody ever messed
It would
with
really
a
piss me
Ouija
off.
board or anything like that
Well, I did when I was a kid.
as a kid? Okay.
And I decided I'd never touch one again.
Yeah, like through all my paranormal stuff, I refuse to touch Ouija boards just because of what they can conjure.
Oh, I don't think it's fun to mess with the dead.
No,
And I just, I
because that's playing with fire.
well, I was, at the time, I was about 8 years old, and my parents had like this little vacation place in this canyon called Bouquet Canyon in LA, kind of off of there.
So obviously,
So anyway, so I went down in the basement to play. I didn't have anything to do, so I found the Ouija board. So anyway, so just by myself, I put my hands on and I asked questions, and it just went like, and I couldn't hardly keep up at all. And then I'm like, where were you from? That's the main thing I remember because I was pretty young, and it said USSR. And I go like, well, I don't know what the hell that is. So I go upstairs and I ask my parents, like, what's the USSR? And they're like, that's Russia. I'm like, okay. So I go back down and start talking sport. And then I was so freaked out that I never.
so now it's my turn to ask questions. Because I'm like tenfold as exposed to the entities issues.
Mhm.
What have we found here? Anything?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we have felt some kind of presence here, especially in the room with no windows.
Yeah, I'm like tenfold more susceptible to it. No, not susceptible, but more aware.
not-
And is that
I'm not
because you
threatening
fear that
or-
spirit, or
Just because I was raised that way.
gotcha?
I was raised that way. I was raised as a psychic. I was raised as someone who could take the negative energy, absorb it, and then move them on.
So you're probably somewhat of an empath yourself, so you can probably feel energies
I
and
feel the energy
emotions.
all the
We're both
way.
empaths.
And very
I'm an
empathetic.
empath. I'm an empathic person as well.
She-
I am so empathic that like if somebody else cries,
Well,
I start crying.
I'm very
But-
empathic. I can feel
I
things
don't
as they come to me. People.
I try
as
not
they
to
walk
communicate
towards
with the dead.
me. If I choose to.
I have a wall.
Or now
you know.
now I can just shut it off. I don't have to, but
Right.
thank God.
Right.
Thank
So
God.
do you think that the spirits are attached to you because of your personalities and they like maybe trying to get a hold of you and you might think that it's a negative situation but they're just trying to get your attention?
I really have distanced myself from them since I realized that it was a problem. Even on the ship, even in the military,
Who was
even
the name?
everywhere.
Okay.
Everywhere I ever went, I would walk into a room and I could just feel energy. I was like, oh man, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do it anymore.
And that's what I go through on a day-to-day basis. I feel energies
don't
as
wanna
I
do
move
it.
from one place to another.
So I just removed myself from it. So now I come to a place like this and they're just like, hey, talk to me. I'm like, I don't want to.
He has become,
I don't want to.
he has become obsessed with keeping order in the trailer park though.
Right.
To a point of almost insanity. Like you had, like where like anybody who's
Almost like
doing,
obsessive compulsive.
like somebody, anybody who's doing anything wrong in the trailer park, they need to pay. And it's like this is like, why do you care? Like, why do you care? We don't even need this job anymore, really. I mean, we were here for the summer and whatever. But no, I think there's something almost like Fred Hajarish, like the guy
somebody
who,
who's
the guy
controlling.
who, right? Like, why would you really care that much about this place?
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, and to where like we have
I
had,
couldn't tell you.
yeah, he has gone out like at night, in the
Just
middle of the
about.
night, and put himself in danger and like and threatened, drug dealers, and I'm just like,
Many times.
are you an idiot? Like,
Many times.
why would
No
you
big deal.
care?
So what's the craziest thing that's ever happened here in your stay since you've lived here?
The craziest thing that's ever happened here in our state. Well, as far as trailer park people go,
No,
Like,
like
as far as
as spirituality.
paranormal,
Spirituality.
the night that Manuel and Dee told you about what's his name,
The crawl space.
No,
the crawl space.
The
Tell
girl
them
he
the
saw in the
story about the
window.
crawl space.
the girl he saw in the window.
Oh, you saw a girl in the window.
Yeah.
Well, he always sees that, and Lourdes, one of our bosses, does.
Well, because we're spiritual.
Oh,
But
yes. 'Cause I'm not.
it's an insult.
I'm a heathen.
So when does she usually show up? What time do you think? Late
Did
at
you guys
night?
see her at day? Don't you see her in the daytime?
I could go up right now and draw her out.
Really?
We'll go do it.
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.